Hi, everyone. I'm back. I am beaming with joy. I'm so excited. I've had two back-to-back guest episodes, which it feels like it's been 4 months. And all I'm going to say is this. Somebody call Willa Ford because I want to be bad with your baby. Okay. I want to be bad and make it look so good. I've got things on my mind I never knew I could. I don't even know if those are the lines, but I woke up today. It's a gorgeous Sunday morning. It's God's day. It is the only day of the week that I can record from home because the jackhammers, the bulldozers, just the general chaos of construction has entered my soul and entered my life. And nothing brings me more joy than that. But to be able to talk shit on God's day in the silencio of my own home after taking a brief hiatus from solo episodes is just exactly what I need right now. Okay, I'm excited. And I want to forewarn you, I know that we talk about this every Leo season. We've now done this, 13 years together. Leo season for the Bitch Bible podcast is when shit pops off. Now, this particular Leo season is going to be incredible because I will also be entering my third trimester. So I'm being so mean. And it feels so good. You know how sometimes we say and do terrible things and then normal people would feel an extreme amount of guilt? I want to do cartwheels in my front lawn because I'm being myself. And even though it's terrible, I love that I have the careless abandon of being just the biggest cunt on the block and no apologies because my work is masterful. Okay. I have created a masterpiece of destruction, both verbally, I'm just popping off the pages in all the wrong ways. And I need some type of silent agreement for everyone listening at home, in your car, whatever, with your children, that everyone is going to give me a pass this summer because I am completely unhinged in ways that I didn't even know was possible. I am being such a fucking bitch and I'm having the best time of my life. Here's why, okay? First of all, I'm so hot. I'm sweating my balls off constantly, okay? And this pregnancy has been a little bit different than my pregnancy with Clyde, okay? The baby is moving faster. I'm just more exhausted. I'm not looking as good as I did the first round. So here's let's bare bones it. I don't look great. And that's okay because we're going to really wrap it up and it's going to get real good real fast. Give me 6 to 7, maybe give me 9 months. You won't even know what fucking hits you. I'm going to get real hot. But right now I'm just hot, not in the good way, in the sweating way, okay? So right now my current state is this. I'm ugly, I'm fat, and wait for it, I'm also poor. Am I allowed to make poor jokes? I just want to do a quick litmus test. Am I allowed to make jokes about being poor, or is that distasteful given, the economical state of the world? I'm not really sure. I'm still going to make those jokes because this backyard renovation, it's depleting me, okay? The Bankruptcy Bible coming your way. It's my new spin-off show. Get ready for it. So, being behind this microphone, fat, ugly, and poor, has had me looking at life through a different lens. And misery loves company. And it's not that I'm miserable. It's just that I'm embracing this aesthetically, financially, physically draining time of my life. And what better therapy than just going fully off the rails and just being the biggest fucking cunt. It's the only gift I can give myself in the world, and we're all going to have to just turn a blind eye and accept it. So that's where I'm at. I'm really excited about it. We have lots to talk about. Now, I love having guests, okay? But I do feel that there is a sense of cordiality when I meet new people and I have to ask questions and all of the things. And that's not what we're going to do on this week's episode. We're going to go through a bunch of things that really need to be discussed. Okay. Did I mention that I'm fat and I'm ugly and I'm poor? Give me a P. Give me an O. Oh, give me another O. Oh, give me an R. R. What does it spell? Poor. I'm poor. Okay. Also unrelated. Do you know how many times that I have Googled in the past 3 months and just in life if Kirstie Alley is alive or not? Is that fucked up to say? We're not even 3 minutes in, but I cannot for the life of me, okay, for the life of me, remember if Kirstie Alley is alive or not. And I get her confused with John Travolta, and I don't know if it's the Scientology thing or the Look Who's Talking thing, but I've Googled it. I Googled this 3 times last week because I couldn't fucking remember. That's where I'm at. Spoiler alert, she's no longer with us, and I love Kirstie Alley. I would take a bullet for Kirstie Alley, okay? The work that she gave us in Drop Dead Gorgeous, I'm not making jokes. I'm just saying I simply can't remember, and it's troublesome to me, and I don't trust my judgment anymore. A couple things I wanted to discuss at the top of the show. A, just like to purge the soul because it's been a while. Can't remember if Kirstie Alley is alive or not every week of my life. It's really taxing. Number 2, what happened to roly-polies? I've been thinking about bugs a lot lately because my yard looks like it was literally bombed and lots of wildlife popping through. Okay, lots of crows, lots of bunnies, lots of squirrels. I don't know if they just like love open terrain, but we had a rattlesnake in our yard. We've had just so many birds, so many things, mountain lions, whatever. Lots of bugs, little critters creeping and crawling through the exposed dirt and the pipes, etc. And I said to Andrew, as a child, venturing in nature, I used to, PETA, clip this, I used to go to my dad's little tennis club and I would find these roly-polies and I would take one of his tennis jars and I'd lovingly put a little slit at the top so that the roly-polies could breathe, and I would create roly-poly farms. And I was thinking that's around when I was like age 7 or 8, and I have not seen a roly-poly in 20 plus years. Are the roly-polies dead, or were they aliens? Were they spies from the government? I don't know, but don't you think it's weird we just don't see roly-polies anymore? Another thought. 4th of July is upon us. I went to a Hillstone restaurant. Okay, this is really important. A couple weeks ago, I went to go look for pool tile, and I drove into the city and the pool tile place was closed naturally on a Monday. And I thought, how can I turn this day around? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to South Beverly Grill by myself and order 700 things. Now, of course, being that I am fat, ugly, and poor, eating is no longer cheating. Eating is surviving. And all I have to look forward to is a beautiful Hillstone lunch. I ordered a beef sandwich. What did I? The French dip. Unbelievable. The artichokes, not the artichoke dip, not the artichoke dip, the seasonal artichokes. Okay. Then I wasn't going to say this, but I did get a pressed sushi roll. Just send CBS over to my house. Then I got, oh my God, what else? Oh, of course. I got the kale peanut rotisserie chicken salad. And then I also got deviled eggs for Colleen, Mama Bear. And then I had a Diet Coke and I was thriving, okay? Of course, who sits across from me, okay? The thinnest, frailest, chicest woman I've ever seen, okay? She orders the smallest little salad and a glass of warm water with lemon. And as these meals are coming out one by one, she is looking at me like I am the fattest fuck on the block. Okay. The judgment, like a terse smile, like a sympathetic smile as the entrees keep rolling through. And then I was like, oh my God, she either thinks, and this is wishful thinking, she either thinks I'm bulimic because I'm so frail. I was like, maybe she thinks I'm bulimic. I'm like, oh my God, fingers crossed. And then I went to the bathroom and I was like really pushing out my stomach and I was like rubbing the bottom of my ligaments. So like it would be obvious that I was pregnant, but I'm like, bitch, I'll fucking cut you with your small fucking salad. But in my fever dream, I was like, oh my God, she definitely thinks I have an eating disorder because I'm like going to binge and then I'm going to purge. We shouldn't make jokes about eating disorders. With like celebrity culture and everyone getting so skinny. Jello. Jello. It's not funny. It's not funny to make those jokes, but I'm gonna. So that was a beautiful day. And I came home and I said to Andrew, he's like, well, what'd you do today? And I was like, well, I had about 17 entrees at Hillstone by myself. And he was like, oh my God, what'd you get? And I was like crunching the menu. And he was like, wow, that's delish. And I was like, you're so stupid. And I said to him, Andrew, you know what makes me proud to be an American? He goes, what? And I said, Hillstone restaurants. And if we're just like grappling for anything to feel patriotic about in this moment, just remember that we have Hillstone restaurants, because it's literally, I mean, it makes me, Amber Atkins, proud to be an American. Where in the world can you go into a dimly lit restaurant, get perfect fries with a side of ketchup and a spicy aioli, a perfect French dip sandwich, a pressed sushi roll, a seasonal artichoke, and midway through your cocktail, they'll reshake and give you an ice cold glass? With that level of service and portion size, nowhere in the world. So, just remember that for your 4th of July celebrations that are just around the corner. I'm currently being bled dry by my backyard reno, and while I'm going through this incredibly difficult time, I'm so glad I have my Article sofa that I can curl up on, shed a little tear, and think about Italian marble. Article has incredible, stylish, long-lasting pieces at a price you cannot beat anywhere. I already have a ton of furniture from them, but most recently, I got a gorge rawhide ottoman, and also got Josh a gorgeous curved walnut mirror. We are obsessed with both pieces. They blend together so well, and like with other pieces that you already have, the quality is unbelievable. And buying furniture online, I understand more than anybody, can be tricky, but every product that I have ever owned from Article looks better in person than the already gorgeous photos from their website. It's so high quality, packed to perfection, shipping is a breeze, and just a luxury through and through. Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. To claim, visit article.com/Bible, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout. That's article.com/Bible for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more. There is nothing worse than a sweaty night's sleep. I literally turn my AC down to 40 degrees before bed. I want to feel like I'm in an ice box, okay? When it's hot at night, I'm miserable, and I'm blaming everything and everyone for it. A broken thermostat, my mattress, Handy Andy's toasty pear-shaped body. But one thing that's actually notorious for trapping heat is your bedding. That is why I switched to Easy Breezy Boll and Branch. Boll and Branch's fabrics are breathable, soft, temperature regulating, so you can get a relaxing night's sleep. Their bedding is made of 100% organic cotton, and unlike synthetic cooling technology or like those disgusting chemically treated fabrics, the cooling is structural. I love Boll and Branch so much. I have it on every bed in my house. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/bitchbible with code bitchbible. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLANDBRANCH.com/bitchbible, code bitchbible to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/bitchbible, code bitchbible. Exclusions apply. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Anna Faris, bless her, makes me so uncomfortable. Like, yo soy nervioso when I see Anna Faris doing press. Now, she was all over the place because Scary Movie 600 or whatever, really low Rotten Tomatoes scores, because I'm so fucking hot and I really need those frozen Junior Mints and a little popcorn and a little Diet Coke. Okay, like a crunchy ass Diet Coke. And I thought, maybe I'll go to the cinema yesterday. Did I do Speed before recording this episode? I wanted to go see a movie, and I don't want to see anything scary, because if I needed to see something scary, I would just get naked and stand on the scale or just look in a mirror. But so I was like, oh, maybe I'll go see Scary Movie. That's like light. Everything else in the box office is very kind of heavy. I don't want to see the Alien Steven Spielberg thing. It's not the right time. It's not the right place. I'm living in a joyful vortex, despite being, once again, say it with me, ugly, fat, poor. Ugly, fat, poor. That's my chant. Ugly, fat, poor. Despite being ugly, fat, and poor, I'm still joyful. I still have joie de vivre, and I need to protect my peace. It's why I'm allowing myself to just be fully off the rails, such a cunt. And I am myself on a microphone, which I'm proud of, because I've been doing a lot of scrolling recently, and it baffles me how funny people think they are. Was that grammatically correct? It's wild. Like, the fashion girlies that are hitting you with the outfits, they're always trying to do the transitions. They're trying to do the voiceover. They're trying to be funny, but at least they're giving us outfits. You know what I mean? A lot of it is just, I don't really understand the trust fund baby fashion influencers because it's like, oh, you just have a lot of money, so you're able to like buy nice things. And like, okay, that kind of works, sort of. But then there's people who just have great style, but not a hoot and a half. And that's okay, God bless them for trying. But then there's the people who their lane, their brand is like comedy, but they're not funny. And it just baffles me that not one bitchy friend has a couple too many cocktails at a dinner party and is like, your shit sucks. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not funny. So let's pivot. Like, it's not funny. It's wild. Everyone's very emboldened. Everyone thinks they're so smart and so funny and so unique and so different, so fashion. And it's like, you just have nobody. You don't have one bitchy friend, and it fucking shows. It fucking shows. What was I talking about? Anna Faris. So I was going to go see Scary Movie, whatever. And I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like a 23%. Now, I am a Wayans Brothers fan. White Chicks, one of the best movies of all time. So I was kind of bummed out, and I thought, I'm going to miss it. But then what really sealed the deal for me was the Anna Faris of it all, because I can't watch her in an interview at all. I get tweaky by proxy. It's a nervous, tweaky energy that's just like, I can't watch it. I can't metabolize it. It makes me itchy. It gives me rosacea. And I don't know what that is, because I feel like we see it in celebrities a lot. It doesn't feel like a nervous thing. It feels like a tweaky thing. And I don't know what the root of tweak is, but is it like a mismedicated, is it hunger thing? Is it I don't know, but baby, no likey. It's really unsettling for my nervous system. And once again, yo soy nervioso para Anna Faris. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's been so many weeks. I haven't been able to do this. And now I'm so excited to share this with you. Hold on. Let me take another breath. She's still got it. She's still got it. This is a warm up, by the way. On the Richter scale, I'm going to start you off slowly. This is exposure therapy for Leo season. Right now, we're hovering at like a 3 to 4 of bitchiness. By August 3rd, I'm going to crank it all the way to 10. I'm going to crank it all the way to 10. And I probably shouldn't say this because nothing is set in stone and it could like fall apart. But am I trying to do a charity function where we donate the bare minimum to a charity of my choice and then donate the rest into my bank account to replenish from the backyard renovation that is making me ugly, fat, poor? And do like a sit down luncheon so that the people who buy tickets also can classify it as a tax write-off because it's for charity. Wink, wink, tug, tug, pull, pull. I'm trying to do a Dim the Lights Leo season 3rd trimester spectacular live show for a very high ticket price, an intimate kind of bat mitzvah adjacent Dim the Lights show where we have like a cocktail party, past apps, and then we sit down, we do the Dim the Lights tour, we deadbolt the doors, we go fully off the rails and then say it's for the name of charity, but really we know what's going on. And then we all just kind of mingle and talk shit for the rest of the evening as like a birthday party in the same venue where I had my actual bat mitzvah, my 21st birthday, and worked as a summer camp counselor for 10 years. I'm trying to book that venue. I have a bit of bad blood with the management there because I did duct tape a child to the wall. And when we had to untape her, like some paint came off. We had a lot of situations. I hit the woman's car that runs the facility. It's not great. And I was also like sneaking alcohol in there, underage drinking on the job. But like besides all that, if they let me back in there, we're going to burn the house down. We're going to burn the house down. And if you think the Richter scale goes to 10, it's going to go to fucking 30. I'm going to have Andrew wheel me out to Sarah McLachlan, Arms of an Angel. And it's going to be great. I really hope it works out because it would be just the most fun thing of all time. Like, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? A couple weeks ago, we're back. We're back. I'm back. We're back. My nipples, we're back. I literally, when I start talking about this, I think my colostrum comes in. Like my nipples start secreting full on fluids because I get so excited. A couple weeks ago, I had like my first really unbelievable maternity massages and I went to Mars. Okay. My first pregnancy, I was getting those massages like every single week and it was to die for. But right now, I'm ugly, fat, poor. So I just don't have a lot of time to be like rubbed and tugged. Like I'm hitting the streets. We've got a backyard renovation. Time is money and I'm in the fucking trenches. You know, I'm usually somewhat of a lady of leisure, but this past week, like I need activities to feel alive in my current state. So despite the fact that I have an amazing designer, architect, all the things. I have every person you could possibly need for a backyard renovation. We've got engineer, like everything. Okay. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, when it comes to like design and materials and colors, like I don't know how to allocate control to somebody else because I am a woman with grit and I like to get in the trenches. Like I am not a pillow princess with construction. I will drive to Alhambra for 2 square foot of a tile that I need to see and smell and like rub in my private parts. Like I need to know what's going on and I'm not comfortable with like a presentation of limestones. Like I need to see it. I need to source it. I need to find it. So you know, it's definitely been a little bit of probably a new journey for me because in theory, I could sit back, make my selections and just let things progress. But that's not the kind of gal that I am. I need to be tits deep in Sun Valley, Palmdale. Like I have been to places that nobody ever needs to go. I've been on freeways that I've never heard of. I had to Google whether I was still in California a few days ago because I heard about the slab yard that carries this particular soapstone that wasn't available in different showrooms closer by to me. So I packed a snack bag of goldfish and a canteen of ice cold water with some electrolytes, and I traveled, I think, north, maybe east. It was 2 hours away and I'm looking at these slabs and I'm just slipping and sliding. It's what I love to do. People come over to my house and they're like, you're batshit crazy. This is crazy. The fact that you're doing this during summer, peak pregnancy is fucking crazy, but I love it. Okay. I went out to the guys and I said, I'm going to open mouth kiss all of you. You know what I did on Friday? You know what I did on Friday? I went to Home Goods and I got this is so crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I went to Home Goods and I bought little like guest towels. And then I bought like a diffuser and I put it in the porta potty. Just to like give it a little zhuzh because I was like thinking about the hot feces and I put an aroma diffuser in the porta potty in front of my house with little guest towels. And the guys were like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, Khalees, like, my milkshake brings all the boys here. At the end of the day, I'm like, brewskis, cold sodas, Mountain Valley delivery water. Your girl's got you. I love these men. I love them. I love them in my house. I love the camaraderie. I love how hard they're working. I love, like, we all have such a similar mission. And I feel such a sense of community when my house is under construction. I can't describe it. I will haul a tile on my bare back, okay, crawling from Alhambra just to see it up against the siding of the house. Like it gives me such purpose and such joy. And there was a moment in time where I was like, okay, Jackie, like we need to be chic. We need to be classic. We're going limestone, Architectural Digest, like clean lines. And then I thought, fuck that shit. I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm poor, but I have incredible taste. And I'm going to listen from within and buy what I love. So we got this, oh my God, this green soapstone for the outdoor kitchen and the bar top. And then I got this, you can't use marble outside, but it's is it soapstone or quartzite? I got these green, like checkerboard, kind of like Italian flooring for the outdoor fireplace area because we're creating like little vignettes. It is going to be so fucking stunning. I have these gorgeous like pink terrazzo side tables. I got it's gonna be sick. A green marble coffee table. I'm doing like a little smoking area outside my living room for when I take up cigarettes third trimester. And I just like unlacquered brass lanterns that I'm having made. Like we are going rogue. It's going to be gorgeous. I have these built-in. Oh my God. Okay. And then I'm going to move on because I did have a really good story to tell you. We're doing day beds and like built-in day beds. And I bought on Cherish vintage Missoni fabric. They had like 5 yards of it so that I'm doing custom bolster pillows for these like sunken day beds. And then I bought this Liberty of London, like ridiculous outdoor fabric for these upholstered day beds. So we're like mixing and matching patterns. But it's going to be so beautiful and it's going to be just fresh and gorgeous and not like every other pool that you've ever seen. And I do miss those dolphins. I did try to finagle a couple of the tiles and I was going to put them in a shadow box and send it to Heather McMahon as a housewarming gift for her. But I couldn't finagle it. It was too deep in the muck, in the mire. Anywho, so a couple weeks ago, before I was like tits deep in renovation, I decided to treat myself to a beautiful maternity massage at my local Four Seasons. And I went to Mars. I mean, I saw aliens. I saw Jesus. Like I was quite literally drooling on the woman's foot. I had to apologize because I started going into like a comatose state. And I drooled on her orthopedic shoes. So I had the most amazing massage. And then I'm like, I'm going to go lay out by the pool. I'm going to get a green goddess crudité and just fuck all the way off. I got a gorgeous virgin Bloody Mary, which the Pepsid like took it right away. But I was just having a great time. I'm relaxed. I'm namasteing. I'm enjoying the sunshine. And then I made the grave mistake of jumping on social media. And I got this DM and I was pretty quiet that day. I know everyone's worried about me. Sorry, I've been so MIA. I've just been like focusing on my health and my baby. No. I mean, I just like hadn't posted much. And I think I posted just like a cute picture of Clyde, which I understand is fucking annoying. For the record, it is not lost on me that that's super annoying. Like, oh my God. Like I saw all these women at the farmer's market this morning. I saw like 16 women in like a hat that said like mama or like mother or like mommy. Like just, I don't like mama memorabilia. I'm trying to like look like I'm 14. You know what I mean? Like I don't want people to like be so quick to know that I'm a mama. You know, I don't know why. I just think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Hardest job in the world. What a gift. But like, low-key so dorky. Like, I'm not wearing a hat that says mama. Like, no, we know, by the way. I can tell. And you know why. I can tell by your purse. I can tell by your fupa. And I can tell by your your general malaise, mama, that you have one too many kids, quite frankly. We see the carpal tunnel from the wagon you towed around. We can see you're hanging on for dear life. I understand. Mama, we don't need the hat. We know. It is summertime, baby. That means I've got places to go, people to see, antique marts to terrorize. The last thing I want to spend hours doing is my makeup in the morning, okay? If you want to get an effortless glow in under a minute, you have to try Jones Road Beauty's Miracle Balm. You can use it as a highlighter, bronzer, blush, lip tint. I leave it in my car fridge. You're welcome. And I just like top up during the day when I need a little refresh to look like glowy and gorgeous. You don't need brushes. It's really like built for on the go and it's one and done. Also, wait a second. the Jones Road foundation stick. I was not a foundation stick kind of gal. Okay. This sent me a bunch. I tried them with the like perfect little brush. They are gorgeous. They wear like skin. You don't look cakey. It looks like skin. You have to try it. It also has skin loving ingredients like ceramide, squalane, sodium hyaluronate. Like it's just the most natural finish, glowy, gorgeous, perfect for summer. Modern day makeup that's clean, strategic, and multifunctional for effortless routines. For a limited time, our listeners are getting a free gift on their first purchase when they use code BitchBible at checkout. Just head to jonesroadbeauty.com and use code BitchBible at checkout. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. So with all that said, long story long, I sit out. I'm just feeling, grateful and relaxed, and I'm having my carrot sticks so thin. And I go on Instagram, and I had posted like a pretty benign photo of my son, which, as previously discussed, is very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Like, I hate being that person, and I see it, but I'm still going to keep doing it. But I just want you to know that I know that it is fucking annoying. And I opened this DM from a woman named Kathleen, woof woof, a real dog, okay? A dog that wouldn't even be considered for adoption. The first dog on euthanization block, okay? Just like an overbite, puffy-faced bitch, okay? A face that not even a mother would love. Not even a husband would fuck, okay? Stevie Wonder would be like, feel that face and just shove her to the ground. A true dog through and through. Kathleen, I hope you're listening because come closer. I might be situationally ugly, fat, poor, but you, my dear, are unfixable. This is a permanent situation for you. There's not a doctor in the world that could fix what's happening with your fucking face and your fucking insides, because you, my darling, are a miserable troll cunt bitch. Stranger, danger, scary. You're ugly. I hate you. I get the following DM from Kathleen. This is in response to a gorgeous photo of my supermodel son. Your son is not attractive or special. Promoting him on IG just shows how delusional you really are. He will probably grow up and end up on drugs or like an entitled loser, just like his mother, who clearly doesn't give a shit about him, always making jokes about being a hands-off mom. Well, good luck to you because it shows. Gross. Is that not a heartwarming message on a Wednesday? Now, in life, sometimes you're presented options. Could I ride the namaste wave into a big bowl of green goddess crudité hummus, or could I choose violence for sport? I'm going to let you guess what I did. Violence for sport. For joy, okay? Now, when I tell you, I get DMs, not as often as you would think. It's somewhat surprising, but I do get scathing DMs here and there. And instead of being above it, I like to participate in the riffraff, not because I'm bothered, but because I'm funny. You know what I mean? And it doesn't keep me up at night. It doesn't hurt my feelings. And I know that sounds like a lie because so many people on the internet are just so fragile and broken and desperately seeking validation from strangers. I'm really happy to say confidently, I'm not in that party. I don't participate. I don't affiliate, and it's just not the truth for me. It's just not. I promise you. I swear. Put me in court, strap me up. It's just not the way that I work. But in the off chance I can tussle, I like to. It gets me giddy. It makes me feel fresh and alive, and I'm just so good at it that it would be such a loss to not participate because I don't really have drama or friction in my real life and my personal life and my romantic life and my marriage. So if I get to eviscerate a literal stranger for sport, it settles my nervous system. It makes me really appreciative of my gifts because it comes so easily to me. And because I'm so unbothered by it, I always take the green light when I see it and I feel a magnetic pull. So instead of just responding to Kathleen, I thought, how do we kick this up a couple notches? So naturally, I go to her Instagram, okay? I get a full first and last name and a general sense of location, kind of where she's at in life, you know? Then I go on Google. I type in the city she lives in and her first and last name. I'm then presented with a LinkedIn page. So now I know where Kathleen works, okay? I know where she lives and I know where she works. I'm looking at the clock. I'm kind of doing the math. If she's a full-time employee, you know, it's central time. So she's very much so probably on the clock during this social media exchange because it wasn't during lunch hours. It was hovering at about 9:45 her time. I see that Kathleen works in a medical facility. I find that to be very interesting. Now, unfortunately, on LinkedIn, I did hit a bit of a wall where I wasn't able to access full information. So what do? I get that passcode Face ID and I upgrade to LinkedIn Plus. Now I'm fully in. Now, not only do I know where Kathleen works, I click on the company. I know who her coworkers are. I know who her supervisor is. I know everything about Kathleen at this point, and it took me 3 minutes and $9.99 a month, okay? And it's the best money I've ever spent. I am a active member of LinkedIn Plus, so don't fucking try me. Then I get the contact information for her superior, and I think charity starts at home. I take a screenshot of the DM she sent me with a timestamp, get her supervisor's email address, and I send him the whole discourse, and then I'll read you the email that I sent him to coordinate. I see you work at a medical facility, Kathleen. I found you on LinkedIn, and I've contacted your employer, as I'm sure they would be tickled to know that you are sending messages during work hours to an innocent, gestating woman. Your supervisor has been sent screenshots of this exchange. Have a gorgeous day. Bye-bye, Kathleen. Then I sent this to her supervisor named David. Let's cue up that music one more time. Maybe, mash my M&Ms. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. The subject, concern regarding Kathleen blank. This makes me so happy. Can I just say that? I'm so happy. Dear David, my name is Jacqueline Schimmel. Hold on, let me try this again. Okay. Dear David, my name is Jacqueline Schimmel, and I wanted to bring to your attention an online interaction involving your employee, Kathleen Blank, that appears to have taken place during working hours. As someone who publicly shares content, gag, about my growing family and personal life, I understand that not everyone will agree with or appreciate what I post. However, I was surprised by the nature of Kathleen's engagement and felt it was worth making you aware of. The exchange raises questions about the judgment, professionalism, and conduct being exercised while representing your organization. Given that Kathleen works in a medical setting where patience, discretion, empathy, and professionalism are essential qualities, I thought it would be appropriate to share this interaction so you have a fuller understanding of how she chooses to conduct herself online during the workday. I trust you will review the matter as you see fit. Thank you for your time and attention. Best regards, Jacqueline Schimmel. How do you like that? No response, naturally. But in my wet dream, Kathleen got fired on the spot and curses the day that I was born. So that was just like that that was just a fun Wednesday. And I'm so happy I could share that with you. I've been sitting on that for a while now. Oh my God. Also on that very same day, something terrible happened. I got so trigger happy with that email and I felt like I just nailed it. You know, I feel like I completed a mission. Like I just was able to close a loop and I'm like, this is gorgeous. Like so much fun. But then something terrible happened. I started scrolling. I was trying to read my book. My book. Celebrity Book Club. Somebody call Kaya Gerber. Okay, because I'm reading a book. Dua Lipa. Reading your book. I'm reading my book. I was trying to read Yesteryear. I'm on page 7. It's been 2 months. Like, kind of can't get over the hump. I don't like anything that centers around like a content creator. I just think it's so dorky and embarrassing. I can't explain it. But like even when I watch a television show and like the girl's like a content creator, I'm like, oh, barf. Barf, you know? And if like my kids grew up and like one day they were like, I want to be an influencer, I want to be a content creator, I'd be like, just so you know, what mommy does is embarrassing. Like it's not moving the needle at all. It's embarrassing. I'm aware you need to be aware it ain't cool. Hopefully because I do a version of it, they'll think it's so not cool because that would be my nightmare. Yeah, I said it. It's disrespectful, but I believe it and I mean it with my whole fucking tit. So there we go. It's not lovely. But the Yesteryear, she's like a trad wife. Is it like the Nara Smith? Is Nara Smith trying to be funny? Because I've been seeing a lot of it. Like, it's not funny. I'll just say that. It's totally not funny, but is she trying to be funny? I get it. Like, she's like being in on the joke with like the vocal fry and the this and the that and the head tilt. It's just, it's not funny. Like, I don't want to learn how to make fucking paper. You know why? Because I don't allow coloring in this house. That's why you go to Montessori, bitch. Finger paint away, but we're not doing that in this house. Okay? The upholstery, the draperies. No. Get your fucking gross ass like arts and crafts and get the hell out of here. No way. My best friend bought Clyde these like silky organic farm to table crayons. I said, what the fuck are you doing? I said, fuck you. Get these out of my house. Are you out of your mind? No. You know what he did? I thought I'm going to be a woman of the world. I let him go outside. I deadbolted the doors. Height of summer. I gave him one fucking crayon. I threw it at him. Kathleen, write this down. And I gave him a coloring book because I'm a lovely person. And I was like, color for 20 minutes. You know what he did? He went full Van Gogh on all of my fucking Sunbrella cushions, okay? He was drawing all over the walls. And I said, never again. No crayons for you. No crayons for you. What was I saying? Oh, so I was trying to read a book. And then that didn't work. I was like, nah, who am I pretending to be at this point in time? So then I did what any reasonable person would do. And I went on TikTok and I was just so on a rush and a high from sending that email to David and like envisioning Kathleen being like violently fired. And I would just be like, like glowing rosacea, full body, lactating, colostrum. And I got a little trigger happy on TikTok and I accidentally reposted. Not only did I repost it, now I'm saying it on microphone because I live without secrets. You ain't gonna bust this bitch. It's not gonna happen here. It's not gonna happen here. I say terrible things on a microphone. I'm well aware where this is going. I don't fucking care. I literally don't fucking care. Sue me for being myself. Sue me. Okay? Because none of these other fucking bitches are being themselves. Everyone's making caveats and being lovely and doing this performative like bullshit. Not here. Not here. Not here. Not in this house ever. Ever. Oh my God. My favorite part of the day is my evening wind down. Okay. There's nothing I love more than sitting on my couch with some caviar and chips and throwing on some vintage Roni. Okay. My latest addition to my wind down ritual is Peak's newest creation, the Vesper. The Vesper is a non-alcoholic adaptogenic aperitif designed to help you relax. You feel subtly buzzy and socially open without compromising how you feel the next day. Okay. It has all these natural ingredients that help calm the body and mind. They give you a lift. They even support deeper, more restorative sleep later in the night. Plus, it is so fucking good, okay? It has like a sour cherry. It doesn't taste chemically or like a lot of these non-alcoholic drinks are just like sugar and carbonation, and they don't pair well with food. They don't feel like a cocktail. This is such like a layered, beautiful, beautiful concoction. It's bitters, it's got grapefruit, citrus, it finishes clean, it's herbaceous. It is the perfect mocktail. It is the only thing that I will drink as like a proper mocktail. Everything else, disgusting. This has benefits as well. And it's just like you put it in a gorgeous glass. I always like put a little one of those like fancy Italian cherries. Then I do like an orange slice over ice and then I top it with soda water. Ridiculous. Redefine your standard of an evening ritual. Secure 10% off for life and begin your intentional wind down journey today at peaklife.com/Bible. That's PIQUE life.com/Bible. So I'm on TikTok. My algorithm's a little fucky. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's got no limbs and putting makeup on with their clavicle, I'm on board, okay? I can't help myself. It's just what I'm drawn to. And I accidentally reposted this video that actually just, I think it was in the Palisades or Palos Verdes, whatever. There was somebody on a stretcher, okay? And the medics like lost control of the stretcher. And this person, if this was my own flesh and blood, I would still be laughing. If it was me, I'd be laughing from the grave. There's this man with like a terrible accident while like hiking in Malibu. Oh, God. And he gets rescued by the medics. Kathleen roll through and he's on the stretcher and they like forgot to lock the stretcher or something. And he starts tobogganing down the side of a mountain. He's like Winter Olympics luging down this steep cliff, just buckled in, hitting every rock on the way down. And it gave me such a little giggle, such a gay chuckle. The paramedics are just running, and he's like, rah, rah. It's like Mulholland Drive. He's just sliding through. Not sure if he made it, but it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I watched it 400 times. I sent it to everyone I knew. And they're like, Jackie, this is so fucked up. I think he was fine. I think maybe just, I don't know, hiking gone wrong. Another reason not to really hike, but oh man, they're just chasing after him. And he's just sliding down the mountain. Everyone's freaking out. I love when people fall. Especially if it's high stakes, you know? It's so funny. Oh my God. It really makes me laugh. Once again, you just like, don't go hiking. Just don't go hiking. I'm sure he's fine. But yeah, I got a lot of DMs being like, did you mean to repost a man like tobogganing to his death on a stretcher? And I just said, yeah, I did. I was crying by the pool. I was watching it. I couldn't get enough. Crying, weeping. It's like the woman from the dog park. I think about her often and those brittle bones. It was like an arthritis commercial. Okay, let's move on. What's a dot cake? Okay, what's a dot cake? Is a dot, we're gonna just move on really quickly because I've been seeing all this dot cake shit. Is a dot cake just a cake in a cup with perels? What are those called? Like those round little sprinkles on top? Like that's what everyone's losing their shit about? Just a fucking cake with dots on top? Are you okay? What is wrong with the state of the world? You're gonna line up around a block for a fucking Ralph's adjacent cake in a cup with some sprinkles on top? Like, you were not hugged as a child. Touch grass. Who the fuck damaged you to a degree where the only way that you can feel alive is by trying a viral cake in a cup with some dots on it to feel relevant? You should be ashamed of yourself. ashamed of yourself. If Clyde came home and he's like, Mommy, let me try a dot cake. I'd be like, I'm sending you to Alcatraz. This is crazy. No, we're not doing that. It's so weird. Is Taylor Swift getting married at MSG, Madison Square Garden? I don't think so. I heard the rumor. I've been thinking about it a lot. The only reason that would be somewhat okay is like, okay, maybe security reasons. And I heard from the internet, by the way, from nobody, that like allegedly she's having 1,000-person wedding at MSG. Oh my God, I hope that's not true. I would say this if she was my friend. That's the tackiest thing I've ever heard. And I know when you have money like that, you can drape, you can bring in, you can do all of the things, but why would you want to? For security, okay, can't we do something small? Can't we go, like, is there any other way that we can execute this that's not at an Eras Tour venue? I find that to be, ooh, that's a weird one. It's a hard pill to swallow. I'm choosing to believe that that is a decoy rumor. Like maybe she just rented out Madison Square Garden for a date as a decoy and then is like having a beautiful wedding, like tented Nancy Meyers in her home in Rhode Island. That's what I'm hoping for. But obviously, like we've seen the spectacle that surrounds Taylor Swift, like even when she just goes to a wedding and she's not the bride, she's just at the fucking wedding. So I can imagine like for her to really let her hair down, be present, enjoy herself. Don't have 1,000 people. That's psychotic. That's crazy. You don't need to have 1,000 people. But to have it in a venue like that feels not sexy. I don't know. I do not believe that. Another thing that I wanted to share, moving right along from the Taylor Swift wedding rumors, this is a very informative, woke, inclusive podcast, as we all know. And I learned something recently that I wanted to share with you. Everybody knows my definition of mashed potato face, which I'm going to correlate to West. Is his last name Wilson? Wes Wilson from Summer House. I'm all caught up, okay? I'm starting the reunion current season tonight, and I can't fucking wait. It was a very slow burn for me, but now I'm locked in. I still don't think it's at the caliber of like early Vanderpump Rules or Real Housewives of New York or anything like it. It's very different. But because of like the weird tryst, sexual tension, Sierra, West, Kyle, Amanda dynamic, I'm in, you know, I'm active and I'm participating. I've unfortunately been watching it with Andrew, who is just the biggest buzzkill of all time. First of all, he acts first like every man, acts like he's not into it. This is so stupid. I don't get it. This is so boring. This show sucks, blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, a few episodes later, now he's fully dialed in. And now, even worse than just disparaging my viewing pleasures, he's asking questions. And his questions are stupid and unnecessary. Wait, what month is this? And when did they stop filming? And then when did they say they were dating? When did they film their reunion? I'm like, what does that matter? He's like, I just want to know timeline. I'm like, you want to know a timeline? Divorce and death if you don't shut the fuck up. Like ASAP. Stop talking. And then he always comments about like how crazy everyone is and this is so weird. Like everyone's nuts. These people are so weird. He's like, these people are insane. Like, why would they sign up? Why are they on TV? I'm like, that's why they're on TV. Because they're nuts, Andrew. Nobody wants to see normal, functioning people on television. It's also a gig. They get paid. Why would anyone do this? I'm like, we know you wouldn't. I understand. Can you just let me enjoy something without the fucking questions? Wait, so are they in the same house every year? I'm like, I don't know. Who cares? Wait, who pays for the house? How much money do you think they get paid per season? How long have they been on? When did they meet? How long were they married? Where did they get married? Wait, did they get married in the house? I'm like, he asked me, he goes, did Kyle and Amanda get married at that house? I said, how does that add or subtract anything to the current plot line? Do you need to know where they got married location wise? Like, could we just watch the scene? What, like, when they throw a party, they don't really pay for it, do they? No, who cares? What? Stop. There's no way they paid for that party. Like, I don't understand. Why does he have a G-Wagon? How did he get I'm like, okay. What a douchebag. I'm like, shut the fuck up and let me watch the show. And his commentary about like how crazy these people are. They're crazy. These people are weird. Yeah, no, duh. Shut up. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Wes Wilson has fire crotch, mashed potato face. The fact that these bitches are fighting over this little troll pumpkin patch bitch blows my mind. Does he have a job? Does he have a six-pack? I'll answer that. No. No, he doesn't. Does he have a face? No, he doesn't. He has mashed potato face. And because this is an inclusive, see, we're landing the plane, because this is a very inclusive woke podcast, I would like to share some terminology with you, okay? A listener told me in Mexican culture that they refer to mashed potato face as cara de papa, which I will be using moving forward. So we will say mashed potato face, and I will also say cara de papa, okay? Wes Wilson has cara de papa, and it's no bueno, okay? Yo soy nervioso para Ana Faris. Oh, see, this is why we don't do accents, because it starts one place and then it ultimately goes to Germany. And I don't like that route. You know what I mean? Or worse, I'll start doing my Chinese accent and nobody needs that. I am still trying to get over the Dim the Lights tour casual multicultural performance where I dress up as Mulan and do like a geisha dance, which is like that's just not right. You know what I mean? Like I'm wearing like a literal Mulan costume and then I'm like doing it's not good. It's not good. And that's why we don't do accents, but we do. And okay, these are my thoughts on Summer House. I actually really like Sierra now. At first I was like, oh, she's crying all the time. I don't love when people cry. But now I find her to be kind of smart and reserved, and I understand her. I love Mia. And I'm trying to think. Amanda is, like everyone's already beat this to filth and dissected this. I'm just new here. Amanda is a perpetual victim. She's so checked out from her marriage, and she loves that Kyle gets to take the fall. And like Kyle is no angel, but like any person with an ounce of self-respect would have chucked Kyle with such conviction years ago. But why does she stay? Why did she stay? Like, what is and she says, like, I just don't know that I could be enough for some person. And then she's crying and she's like, I just feel like I don't want to be like the girl that's always crying. Like, I'm always complaining. I'm always the victim. And then when like Sarah snaps it in and she's like, okay, do you want me to be real with you? What are you doing? And then she like kind of kicks it up a couple notches and she kind of gives her the tough love. And Amanda's like, I know, I understand. I hate to be this person. You love to be this person. You are this person. You're not being this is who you are. And I haven't seen the reunion yet, but from what I've seen, just kind of the vacancy for both of them. I hope they run off into the sunset together. They deserve each other. They belong together. Sierra's too good for West. This is a blessing. This was a gift. Okay, this was the universe slapping her across the face and being like, this fucking bro, this cara de papa? No, ma'am. We're moving on to bigger and better things. And can I tell you, low-key love Carl. Love Lindsay. Love how evolved Lindsay and Carl have come with their relationship. And, Lindsay's going to Lindsay. I love that she gives him a little bit of spice, but they're closing the loop. And I love Jesse Solomon. He is so fucking adorable. I want to open mouth kiss him. He's so cute and charming and just really, really likable, feels like in on the joke and not like he's too enamored with himself and being on a reality show. Because like if I could do a workshop, bravo, I'm available. If I can do a workshop for the male reality stars before they start filming and after they wrap a season, I think it would be really beneficial to viewership and ratings, because we need to keep these men aware that what they're doing on reality television, despite the paycheck, is very, very embarrassing. And I feel like Jesse Solomon like kind of low-key understands the dynamics, whereas like Kyle is like at marquee, like fist pumping. It would be, and I feel like Carl also kind of understands the mechanism. But if I could sit them down and go like full Lucy Liu, this will be post-surgery, obviously. Lucy Liu in like that latex catsuit in Charlie's Angels when she does like the employee training with a whip. If I could sit them down and do just some type of a presentation where we go over the season, their scenes, they're just like public representation on the internet. And I humble them and I explain to them that real men work on the railroad or do something else. And you have really cashed out on a career that is embarrassing through and through, and primarily like for women. I think it'd be really great for them. Just it's making little boys into men, or at bare minimum self-aware. And shit like this wouldn't go down. Wes Wilson, Cara de Papa wouldn't be fucking around. Not on my watch. Not with my whip. I would be like, come here, honey. You're literally ugly. Okay? You're completely unfuckable. And I don't know if it's those hot lights that got to Sierra's head, but the fact that she even touched you with a 10-foot pole once in a drunken stupor, even if that happened, you should write about it in your journal every single day, because you are deeply in the real world. You are unfuckable. You're not funny. You're not cute. You're not smart. It's a reverse Viola Davis, okay? You is not kind. You is not smart. You is not funny. You're on a reality show, bro. Okay? And you and your new girl with her fuck-ass bun. You know who created this fuck-ass bun, by the way? Me. I gotta let the stragglers, like the tumbleweed, because I don't have my hair extensions in. Oh my God, I had to add that to the list. I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm bald, and I'm poor. Love that. And bald. I have to let like Little Miss Frizzle just live, because I'm afraid to put her in the bun, because I think they'll just break off. So I'm doing an Amanda Batula fuck-ass bun in solidarity, because I literally feel sorry for her, because it's just the most tragic thing. It's mortifying. It's embarrassing for both of them. It's embarrassing for everyone. I'm embarrassed, and I'm not even a part of it. So I'm watching the reunion, and we will reconvene next week. But I need to go take a very cold shower, because I am full body sweats. But this has been fun. I'm back, baby. Get ready. The Richter scale is cranking. Leo season is upon us, and I will chat with you next week. 5 stars on iTunes. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Fin.